Hello everyone, welcome to our next class, that is the concept of ecosystem and ecology. So in this presentation we'll we'll discuss about the interconnected wall of ecosystem and ecology. We'll uncover what exactly ecosystem is and explore the different types of ecosystem, how life changes over time in this system, and how humans are impacting the environment, understanding what is ecology and why it is important to us. So what is ecosystem? So ecosystem is simply mean the community of interconnecting organisms like biotic components and the physical environment, that is abiotic components. So interconnectedness of biotic and abiotic components is simply known as ecosystem. So we can break down into three part, that is the biotic component, abiotic and energy flow. So what does this energy flow mean? So energy flow is the movement of energy from sun through the producer, that is the plant, to the consumer, that is the animal, and eventually to the decomposer. Without a constant flow of energy, the ecosystem would not have existed. So next is the types of ecosystem. There are three main types of ecosystem: terrestrial, aquatic, and artificial. The terrestrial ecosystem are the land-based ecosystem, such as forest, grassland, desert. They have the unique climatic condition and have a supported distinct era of life. Aquatic ecosystem, these are the water-based ecosystem like oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, tributaries, etc. They support diverse marine life from microscopic plankton to the massive whales. The third is the artificial ecosystem. These are the ecosystems that are managed by the humans, such as parks, gardens, and farms. While they may not be natural, but they still provide important habitat and services. So let's talk about what does the ecological succession means. This ecosystem are not static, right? So ecosystem are not static. They change over time through a process called ecological succession. This is the gradual process of change. This is the ecological succession is the gradual process of change in the species structure of an ecological community over time. There are three key stages. Number one is the pioneer species, number two is the intermediate stage, and three is the climax community. In the first stage, first organism to colonize a barren area after a forest fire or something of that nature. These early organisms like lichens, mosses help to break down rock and create soil. Next is the intermediate stage. At the pioneer species, as the pioneer species alter the environment, other species being to move in that place, gradually changes in species components and composition and environment. Climax community, a stable, mature ecosystem with high biodiversity, is the final stage of ecological succession. So in the next slide, we'll discuss the human impact on ecosystem. So in our first class, we have already discussed the impact of human on the environment also. So unfortunately, human activities are having significantly impact on ecosystem around the world. We need to consider how we interconnecting with all this ecosystem. The main three traits include pollution, that we have discussed in our first class, right? Deforestation and climate change. Pollution in the form of water pollution, air pollution, soil pollutions that make it difficult for the ecosystem to survive. Deforestation, clearing of the forest for the sake of agriculture. Industrialization that leads to the habitat loss and contribute to climate change. The third is the climate change. The global warming and altered weather patterns disrupting ecosystems. Ecosystems are going to be adapt to survive. So next is the defining ecology. So now that we have sense of what the ecosystem are, we'll get into ecology. Definition. In the terms of definition, the scientific study of relationship between organisms and their environment. It is how and why of what, right? It is how and the why of the what. There are several types of ecology: organism ecology, pollution ecology, and community ecology, and ecosystem ecology. In organism ecology focuses on individual organisms and their adaptation to the environment. Pollution ecology, which examines the dynamics of population organisms. Community ecology, which investigate the interconnectedness between different species in a community. Ecosystem ecology, which studies the flow of energy, nutrients through ecosystem. So what is the importance of ecology? Why is ecology important? It's just an academic pursuit, or it has real world implication of our health and well-being. Ecology help us with conservation, resource management, and public health. Conservation, understanding the ecological principle, help us to protect the endangered species and habitat. Resource management, ecological informs sustainable use of natural resources. It how we can use resources and make the most what we have. Public health, ecological knowledge help us to understand and prevent disease outbreaks. For example, understanding the ecology of mosquitoes can help to control the malaria. In the next slide, some key takeaways. To summarize, remember these key takeaways. Ecosystems are the complex ecosystem of interconnecting living and non-living components. Human activities have significant impact on ecosystem, both positive and negative. Ecology is essential for understanding and addressing environmental challenges. By understanding and appreciating the intricate connection within ecosystem, we can walk towards a more sustainable future for all. Thank you all. We have concluded our third chapter from the unit of environmental studies. Thank you.